Hey, welcome to Is It Good? Today we're reviewing the Nexus series of a series of fortunate events. Everyone's so fucking dumb! Sorry. That's my problem with this book series. Everyone's so flipping dumb! Every character is so dumb. It's so good. Seriously, anyone that isn't a kid can clearly see through that isn't a kid can't see through counterless disguise in any one of the books. Anyway, that's not what we're on about. Today I'm reviewing season 1 because of the recent announcement of the second season, which I'm predicting is going to do book 5 all the way to the circus book, which is book 9. And the final series, season 3, hopefully, will do book 10 all the way to book 13. I think book 9 because it's full for the first one, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it would do 8 if it's okay. If it's following the full pattern, it's going to be. No, that won't work. It has to do 5 for one, so 5 for the next series. So that's why it's 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the final one. That's my hope. That's what's gonna happen. Anyway, less counting, more talking. Look away, look away, look away, look away. This show is for us and for dismay, so look away, look away, look away. Oh, I love this theme song. Look away describes the show in its entirety, saying this show is full of terrible catastrophes that never gets any better. Things just go from bad to worse to even worse, and then people die. It just gets to the point where people die a lot. And if you read the book series, you know that people die a lot. As you know, in my last quick review of the first episode, there's an A plot and there's kind of a B plot. The A plot focuses on the borrowers and mostly follows the story beats from said books, while the B plot follows VFD, the Voluntary Fire Department. Hey! What do you expect? I was going to bring up spoilers for the books. Anyway. VFD, yeah, they're still in this series. Ages are all over the place. Monty is a part of VFD before he gets killed. In the second book, he didn't really have a reason to go to Peru, However, in the TV show, he's given more of the reason because he thinks that the Bubbleworth parents are alive and are in Peru. But at the end of the series, the people I thought that are the Bubbleworth parents are actually the other parents to the other. I forget the names. The forgetful characters! What's this called? The kidnappable orphans. Why? They get kidnapped a lot. Seriously, at the end of the 5th book, they get kidnapped. They get stuck in a cage. Oh, and they disappear for the rest of the books. Literally, the only significance is in the Vile Elevator and in the 5th book. I am not joking. Ugh. So they're gonna be part of this series, but I am hoping they are gonna be more a part of the story. I know their story is going to be just as terrible as the Bubbleworth. I want them to be part of the story because they weren't really a part of the tale. They were just in 2 books. 2 of them. As far as I remember. Because I would really like to know what on earth happened to them. So that's what I'm hoping for in season 2. But we're talking about season 1. So these scenes gives us more insight. Like someone attached to a tree. Just funny. Also, we get to see how Count Olaf fooled Poe. And even though meet him later, he still doesn't connect the dots. Poe is the most idiotic being on the planet. He is the stupidest character ever in the show and in the books. He doesn't believe them after the Count Olaf forcefully tries to marry Iris after the 1st book. He doesn't believe them when he says out Salzo that he's Count Olaf. Even though they prove themselves right in the same book. So, you think at the 3rd book, he would believe them? No! Count Olaf is the only smart character in that fact that he can do anything to the Bubbleworth and no one will know. Because everyone around him is a fucking idiot. But that's not the best of it. There's sometimes Lemony Snicket pops into the scene to explain something a character would say or something that is going on. I love these scenes because it gives Lemony Snicket's perspective on the scene. Also, some characters actually say his name for crying out loud. In the books, that didn't really happen. We never really got into Lemony Snicket's backstory. Why is he searching for these people. Why are they looking at them? Well, the older one questions and that other book I haven't read maybe has the answers to that. But I haven't read them. So don't spoil me on them. I'd want to read them myself. Yeah, the other books in the Lemony Snicket saga. That's what I'm calling it, the Lemony Snicket saga. Saga. But when Lemony Snicket's name is mentioned to Count Olaf, he just says, don't mention that name in front of me again. Proving that they do have connection. And at the end of the final episode of season 1, you get to see a picture of both Count Olaf and Lemony Snicket in the same picture. Giving me even more hopes for season 2 that Lemony Snicket's backstory is going to be provided. But we're still on season 1! Yeah, I'm just mad. Yet nothing ends happening for these kids. You think that their parents are gonna knock on the door at the Vile Factory or whatever it's called. But no! Instead, it turns out they're the kid that's orphaned. And instead, it turns out to be, who was a fucking Count Olaf? This book, this show trolls you in so many ways. You think something's gonna happen, and then nope. The show tears away your expectations, and I love it. But I also kinda hate it at the same time. It's the kind of battle that your mind just loses to. Fucking hell. Oh, also, season 2 premieres 30th of March. Birthday, Mum. Thank you, Lemony Snicket, for this birthday gift you gave to me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate everything to do with stuff and things and stuff. Anyway, enough of that. So, even though I think all the characters are played pretty nicely in the show, there isn't a lot of music. Look Away is still a good song though. And it quickly runs down the plot of the episode if you forgot to Dream episodes. So it's like, hey, this is what happened. This is what's happening this time. But you need to watch the full episodes for the full experience. So what do I think of season 1? I think of season 1 as a masterful troll, an appreciation for the first few books of the series. How does it compare to the movie though? Well, in the show, Count Olaf's Cornscrew is introduced by a musical number. In the movie, they are just introduced like, hey, we're Count Olaf's Cornscrew. Yay! But seeing the movie and the books, I, the TV show and the movie, I say the TV show it's more um connected to the books. They are still more derivative from the book. They still pull some of the things from the book, and I like that. In the movie, Paul just sees the Sonny playing with this deadly viper and says, "Right, that thing can't kill him," and Count Olaf leaves. Which doesn't feel satisfying, as the TV show calls a pirate put together all of the evidence against Count Olaf, proving for once and all that he is Count Olaf. And the crazy devil writer is in Delhi. Or IDV. Huh. IDV. IMDV. I am joking about stuff far too often. So I think that's more satisfying. Third book, I think TV show wins this one. Again. In the movie, Aunt Josephine is just like, yeah, screw you kids, I'm going to save myself. But dies anyway. In the show, she sticks up to the Count Olaf for one more time. And then she dies. What? You thought something good was going to come for that? No, this is a series of unfortunate events. What do you think was going to happen? You just have to keep reminding yourself that. So TV show wins again. So overall, I think the TV show is the better one. You know, it does have some musical numbers at times. Wait, seriously. That's not how the story goes. It's the final song of the whole series. And it's played out brilliantly, describing the events. But I cannot wait for season 2. With the promise of it probably revealing more backstory on Lemony Snicket and hopefully giving more story to the kidnapped orphans. The kidnappable orphans. So I can stop calling them the kidnappable orphans. My hope is all through the roof. See you guys then. Oh wait, I forgot to give my rating. So at the end of the day, I give it. That would be unfortunate if I ended it without giving it a rating. Anyway, I would give it 7 out of 10. And though I do like the show, some of its attempts of humor does hit and miss at times. And sometimes there are these long scenes where essentially nothing happens. That's one thing I like the movie for. This movie feels more quick paced. But its show feels more sluggish. Then again, the books feel more sluggish if compared to the movie. Just saying. Anyway, that one A signing off for reals this time.